I think comedy is a combination of the unexpected with the relatable. So if you can surprise somebody, you know, like my comedy is always tangential. Like I have jokes that happen that are in the middle of serious things. And I think that if you can catch someone by surprise and make them relate to something, that you're likely to make them laugh.
Work. Moral of the story is work. Moral of the story is till your arms fall off, till your abs get hard, and your moral of the story is.
Well, I only left Emerson 3 years ago, so I remember most of it. I mean, obviously the classroom experiences were a big part of it, but to me more than anything it was just like the people, the friends that I had, and they're people who I still work with, so I really never left in a lot of ways. Those are folks that I work with in LA like every single weekend, so it's, you know, it's the weekend collaborations that I remember the most. I think what I learned at Emerson most was that that art is a business that you have to make money off of and figure out how to wring as many dollars out of it as you can. I'm joking in a way, but also what Emerson showed me is you have to be able to support yourself on your art. And that was a concept that I thought was really evil when I first got there, because I was like, no, art is art. You can't corrupt it by trying to figure out how to make money off of it. And then I realized that you actually have to be able to support yourself outside of school. And if I hadn't had Emerson, I don't think that I would be so pragmatic about what I do. You know, you have to, and it really taught me how to make what I do into a viable way to support myself.
Gonna pay for what it did in my head, I'm a heart will foot the bill. Got a foot in my mouth because I'm kicking myself. I developed a habit of knocking on my front tooth. Looking uncouth, wanna hear the truth. Give it to me straight, 151 proof.
I got to do New Fest. Actually, for 3 years I participated in New Fest, which is the new play festival at Emerson, and my final year I won. I was selected to have my play produced by it, and it was just the most amazing experience to see all these people come together and work on my project. I'll never forget it. I went to the Austin Film Festival with a screenwriting department, and I didn't play on the baseball team, but I did show up to one meeting, and then I had to sign. I got as far as signing the agreement that I didn't use performance-enhancing drugs. So Emerson officially knows that I'm not a roider, but I never actually made it to play on the team. The very competitive, highly sought-after Emerson baseball team. Last year in 2012, I went on tour for the first time in a real kind of cohesive touring way, and playing the Gramercy Theater in New York was just an eye-opening experience to realize that all this internet attention actually translated to real people in a room who knew my lyrics and were there to support me was very powerful for me. So Gramercy Theater, New York City, 2012, July, I'll never forget that. Well, Cardboard Castles, I feel like is a much more musical album than the first one I put out, and my sense of melody and chord structure, I think, is more developed than it was when I put out Watsky, which I recorded from my bedroom in Jamaica Plain from like a coat hanger and pantyhose around a microphone. So, you know, definitely the scale and quality has increased. But I think like the underpinnings of it, the comedic elements and the fast stuff, you know, it's like you hear the same person in it. But I think that the musicality is better.
I like smoking dope, but I won't pop a pill. I think Oprah's ill, but I loathe Dr. Phil. I got the propers to topple your whole metropolis, stomp an impossible obstacle. I won't be stopping to chill.
I think that things that ring of honesty make me laugh, if I can relate to something. Things going wrong makes me laugh. I don't think that I would be where I'm at without social media. I mean, literally, I don't think I would have a career as a rapper 10 years ago, because what social media allows you to do is go directly to your audience, which means that artists who are quirkier, were a little bit, you know, less likely to break in a mainstream way, have an ability to find their own unique audiences. And so people like me, you know, who might not have been picked by a major because we're not Brad Pitt looking, you know, pretty boys, we can find people who relate to our work. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to find a group of people who, you know, who resonated with my material and build out from there. Being on Ellen was great, although I will say that I was on Ellen because I had a video go massively viral overnight for something that I never considered myself an expert on, which is rapping really fast. So, I got on Ellen for something that I never considered a special skill of mine, so to finally be recognized in such a major way for something, all these questions were coming at me like, congratulations on being the world's fastest rapper, and I was like, I really don't consider myself that. Was a little bit disorienting, but it was cool. She was very nice. If you're looking to go into comedy, I would say just be prepared to hone your craft every night. The people who I know who succeeded are the ones who relentlessly gig, who do the open mics Monday through Saturday and Sunday, and then they're constantly trying new material. The other thing that I would say as an outsider looking into the comedy world is, this is just as a human being, don't be on all the time. It's really annoying when my friends are using me to test out new material and cracking jokes. So if you're a comedian out there, just learn to turn it off and be a genuine person at certain times, because I do think it is possible to be genuine, not be on all the time, and then hit the stage and be amazing. So from a non-comedian to a comedian, be careful, you guys.
I'm fucked up just like you are, and you're fucked up just like me. Cold pizza, tie-dye shirts, broken hearts, give 'em here.
I would say to folks who are thinking about maybe moving to LA or New York that really the people who succeed are the ones that don't quit and don't give up and don't move back home. It's gonna be a rocky road. The first few years are, not for everyone. Some people jump right out of the gates, but for the majority of people, it's tough having the rug of school pulled out from under you, and you just have to stick with it, because the people who stay, eventually your friends get jobs, and if you're a little bit behind them, they're gonna pull you up, and people help each other. So just don't give up, stick with the program. You could shoot right out of the gates, and it could take you 5 years to really get your foothold, but don't lose faith that it's gonna happen as long as you keep working hard.
I still love you.